It started. The time. That's it. Alright. Hello, good evening everybody. Tonight we're here to discuss another crucial topic in the annals of Nigeria politics and also religion and religiosity. Politics, religion and religiosity. I should ask also gullibility. Because that's the bane of development in Nigeria, gullibility of people to religiosity. Well, today we had another topic in mind to discuss, which was to talk about how APC keeps robbing people who worked so hard and earned victory at the primaries. But by the time they get to the INEC office to obtain the certificate of return, they'll find out that the names had been replaced. That was my initial plan for today, because I have evidences of people, because it was right from the last local government election in the state. I knew somebody, and I will mention it later, who won as local government chairperson on the platform of APC. But by the time he went for collection of certificate of return, it was another person's name. Somebody he defeated at the primary, his name has been changed, has been substituted after APC won the primary. They now put the name of that person and say, hey, INEC, this is the name we give you. I don't know how INEC works though, but that's strange. Anyways, I digressed. The topic today is about our so-called clerics, men of God. Whether you agree with me that it is strange or you don't, at the end of the day, we are all in deep shit. But I don't even have a problem with the deep shit. I don't. It's a spiritual underworld game. Alright. So today, look at this. Bishop. I beg your pardon for the way I spelled the bishop. I mean by shop. By means two, and we all know what shop means. Bishop Oyedepo and the desecration of Christ's body. I should remind you that I am a Christian, and I have told you on this show before that Christianity means followership or discipleship of Christ, not discipleship of a cleric or cleric businessman. So when I say I'm a Christian, you can be a Christian too. It's a question of practice, behavior, what you do that exemplifies Christ, or that is the same as what Christ represents. Okay, so that is what we mean by Christianity. Now, today in Nigeria, we have so many people who are being worshipped, and they enjoy the worship. If not, you go. But let us tell ourselves the truth. Today, article was reported to have been accompanied by Bishop Oyedepo to go and beg Emperor Obasanjo to forgive him and allow him run for presidency for the second time. I mean, for presidency at least for the first time. The man had been making efforts for a very long time. So after the report of raining dollars in Rivers State to win delegates so that it would emerge presidential flag bearer of the PDP, finally, Bishop Oyedepo has now joined the game to go and support Atiku to beg Obasanjo. I don't know whether Obasanjo will have any. See, people arrogate so much hype to Obasanjo. I don't understand why. Of what use? You know, if you want to take it count, how many of you people actually respect Obasanjo to take a voting decision? By the way, I digress, Tabi. But let us continue. See, I once mentioned it on this show that I was going to tell you at age 19 I was an assistant pastor. And there was a reason, serious, critical reason I left and I decided I was not doing it. Do you know the Yoruba meaning of the Yoruba translation of I am not doing again, your shemo? Because this thing is just not pure. This is not Christianity. Churchianism is a practice of people just marking attendance in church or association just so that they will know I come too. And then they begin to use people's head, turning people into fools and gullible mumus. That's not the reason I'm online tonight. What I want to say is this. We can no longer, it has become clear that you can no longer remove politics from religion. So for the fact that overseers of divisions of the body of Christ, because the body of Christ has been divided by people planting different churches, okay? Because if these were Christians, they should just be only one church in the world, not naming them, my own church will be this name, your own church will be that name. I will be the general overseer of my own and be collecting my offering separately. Others will be general overseers and be collecting their own offering. See, the reality is that, let's come back to politics. I don't want to talk too much of religion because other people are already treating it, that the freeze and co. I don't want to enter it. Because if I enter them, we no go come out. Anyways, so Bishop Oyedepo has finally indicated interest. But the questions I have includes number one. Is Atiku picking a vice president from his church? Just like Muhammadu Buhari picked Osinbajo from RCCG? Or what is the relevance of Oyedepo going to help him beg Obasanjo? Of what use? If you ask me, I don't have the answer, but I want you to answer it yourself. In other words, forget the prayers. They are simply trying to railroad you as members of that church to support him. That's the meaning. Because this meeting is very symbolic. Yeah, this coming together is symbolic. Now, you have seen these pastors also speaking from both sides of their mouth. At one time, they will say, oh, must it be the North that is ruling at every time? No, it cannot be. North and South cannot be together. Marriage is not by force. We have to do this, blah, blah, blah. At other times, when the tithes and offerings are no longer coming in because people are getting wiser, another patronage is coming from politics. They will have to follow politics. I may not be correct. We there yet together now. Just wait. See, I told you I was going to tell you a story of why I left Redeemed Christian Church of God. At age 19, I was an assistant pastor, and I have a reason I left. If I tell you that story, you'll be shocked. People begged me, they called me even from Australia, said, please, don't share that story. Let's leave it. But let us take the example of what is still currently happening. Alright? Those of you who still go to church believing that you are serving God by following these ones. I'm sorry for you. They're not going there to. They are using you for business because the number of crowd they have is what they used to go and bargain to say we influence this crowd of people. It's the same thing like all these Twitter influencers now. These ones are religious influencers. It's business. And that is not to say that Atiku is not good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should not vote Atiku or that is not good. Who am I to determine who you should vote for? It's your choice now. I'm just trying to disabuse your mind of trying to, oh, I know that this person is not a good person, but for my pastor to follow him, I think I want to follow him. That is what I'm trying to disabuse your mind of. If you want to vote Atiku, vote him on a neutral basis of, yes, you know, if you think that he will deliver the future that will reflect what you want for your children, vote him. Shebi you go there with your children later now. If you think because Buhari and Osinbajo are patronizing Adeboye, you want to also patronize Buhari because of that in 2019, your future is at stake now. But the question I have for you is very simple. Why is God not saying the same thing to all of these men of God? If God is truly speaking to them and they are not hearing their own voices from inside, why is it that Adeboye will be hearing something different? Oyedepo will be hearing something different. Another man of God in another place will be hearing something different. They are not divided. The same body of Christ, they don't desecrate them. But the question I have is, if Christ were to be around, would it be obnobbing with politicians, especially questionable ones? You guys use your head and think well. You guys use your head though. All those people where they give things for your pastors know they buy fuel and you bank connection, then they for your pastor. So during first subsidy, and your bishop will say, why should I go on the street and be shouting, following them to be shouting, Zobu Zobu? Am I mad? Even if the price of a liter of petroleum goes to 1 million naira per liter, my source is Philippians 4:19. I'm a spiritual 419. My God will supply all my needs according to his riches and glories. And all of you will shout, hey, now you know they buy fuel now. Your pastor where they talk that shit, you know they buy fuel. Then they give them. My people die because they lack knowledge. I don't have a candidate, so don't think I'm campaigning for anybody. I'm just saying if you want to vote Atiku, vote based on your beliefs. Say go do well for your future. If you want to vote Buhari and Osinbajo, another church, because Osinbajo church now redeemed, vote. They are using you to play. They are playing politics with churches now. Don't you get it? Are you not getting it? Another person go back at the church. Another one go Bishop Kuka church. Another one go. All of them they pay pastors. This is the season for pastors to make money again, free money. They are already losing the tithes because of the high increasing consciousness. So they need to make money. It's a different pastor, a different politician will go to another. Last time it was part of told me that I went to Deeper Life Church. But he lost. He didn't even know the venue of the primary when he was contesting on the platform of APC in Delta State for governorship. They took it behind him. So do you think the primary would in Deeper Life Church at Bagada, that new mansion they went to build there, or do you call it mansion stadium? Sometimes you go see some professor, you go they wonder say she na academic professor, I've been a native doctor, because there are different type of doctors now. There's academic doctor, PhD holder. There's a native doctor too. Similarly, professors, some of them you would doubt whether they actually get the common sense. I'm not abusing anybody. Don't quote me that way you want to go. I know your mind, oh, you people. But what I'm saying is, if you use your common sense, you look at some people, just take a step. Yes, I love all of them. I've always respected Pat Utomi from the days of Patito's gang. I've been reading his works on Nigeria Village Square long time ago. I've been reading all of them. I've been watching them. I love them. But remove that sentiment. Just take one step backward. Look at what they are doing and ask yourself question. Does this person actually mirror what I was respecting? Can you imagine? This one goes to Oyedepo Church. The other politicians say, oh, Atiku don't take Oyedepo. He go Olukoya Church for MFM. And bargain. Olukoya will not believe. No, do you know how much Atiku pay when he went to Winners? Do you know what crowd? Me, I have more crowd than Winners now. That I will influence for you. How much is your? These things are business. Are you not getting it? Anyways, those that will get. Most will remain. There are some people, there's no amount of brain surgery you will do. You can't help their case. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to say some exclusive things tonight. There are some things I'm not supposed to even say at all. I'll just keep them. I'm just going to try to keep orientating people. And I told somebody today, part of why I came online late. The person said, don't you think that all these people you are mentioning, because what I told him is, if you say there are no alternative, he said there's no alternative, it's just always between APC and PDP. Election will not solve our problem. I say election can solve it. You know why? He said they will not give them chance. I said who? He said voters. I said sorry, will you vote? He said even if I go vote, if I don't want to waste the vote, who told you it is a waste? That's your one vote where you talk say no one waste. This is what illiterates are supposed to be saying, and you are supposed to be correcting them. Your own vote is not a waste because it will add to the figure of the person that will take the country to Eldorado. That's all we need. If you have resolved in your mind and you're convinced the next person to you, and that person also get convinced and convinces the next person to you, don't you think that the election of 2019 and beyond will no longer be about money but about orientation? Change that next person. Say no, you are wrong. They want to give you 10,000 naira to vote, right? Okay, now divide 10,000 by 4 years, because that is where we reach now. The first argument was, oh, the vote doesn't count. Then the question we ask is, if the vote doesn't count, why do you think they pay for it? It's because it now counts. They know that from every local ward and unit, people scan and upload it by themselves. They can't change it. If they change it, they will know. So they have to start paying. So that means the vote counts. So we have now left that stage of argument of vote doesn't count to the stage of even if it counts, if I just give it to one person, it will waste. That other criminal or other dead one that you want to go and add your vote for, is it adding to your future, or is it adding back to where you want to live that you don't want to go back to? Which one? That is a new argument. Convince your next neighbor. Say, if I have decided that I want to change this country, and you two have decided you want to change this country, and that next person has decided, so who told you that 3 convinces another 30, 10, 10, 10, and you are calling it a waste? 30 multiplied by across 36 states of the country, and those 30 are also influencing more people by every day. Don't you know what? Hello, and you call it a waste? You need brain surgery, no, if that's what you are thinking. No. It can do a lot, big lot. Why should you leave solutions given to your front? Like you have a long list, you now see solution in A. Top first one is in ANRP. Okay, sorry, number 3 on the ballot will be AAC, Showres Party. There will be ANN, Felado Toy / Ashim Olawepo. I don't even know which one they will choose in that party. Okay, you now have ACPN of Oyedepo. You have all the haze there. Okay, it doesn't matter to you. You now go. You leave all the solutions in A. You now go all the way down to P to go and look for P for problem. And you think you are okay. You are not right now. You know. No, you are not. So that is the new argument I'm giving people. And you can also do the same. So if anybody wants to challenge and say it's still between, who told you that? Are you voting the between? Oh, are you not tired? If they say they are tired, and if you are tired, why are you still saying it's between the people you are tired from or with? So you need to move on. So forget all those it's still between. Who told you that? Is that what you are choosing? As far as that's not what you are choosing, then it's not between them. It's not about them, it's about us. How many people they want bribe? As enlightened as you are, they go bribe you. They go bribe you 10K to sign off your 4 years. And within that 4 years, they go increase school fees. They go increase water rates. They go increase NEPA bill. They no go do road. They go increase every rate possible, toll gates, everything. They go increase them. And you now pay times 100 within that 4 years. Is that, as old as you are, is that what you want to be doing? So please, take this argument to everybody. To everybody. Stop believing these pastors are using your number, the number of people that attend their church, to do business. That's what they are doing. If they are all in the same Christ, why are they hearing different things from God? Why? Why will Oyedepo hear Atiku? Obasanjo will hear Adeboye will hear Osinbajo? I don't know what to look like. Call Yahweh here by next week. So let's use our head. They are not doing your own. They are doing their own. Their own. They are buying jets. Not your business. I don't want it to be about myself. So let's take some comments. Abuse me if you like. I know send. Abuse me. You are free. Feel free. Abuse me. It's okay. Alright, people. How you doing now? Alasa. Say, Oyedepo are actually a man of God. I don't know. GTBank just say, not me. No respect for him at all. Okay? Monday. He's not a man of God. You are answering Alasa, abi? Alright now. God they watch all of you in 3D. Now, man of God, do. GTBank, Joe. Please, just leave religion out of objective show, Joe. Even if I don't want to talk about it, see what happened today. It's part of it. It's part of it. Oyedepo say the problem of Nigeria is being caused by 3 sets of people: the bad politicians, the traditional rulers, and the religious leaders. You captured it, bro. You captured it. Zico, the Don. Obasanjo is father in rigging. So he needs him to support. Election in Nigeria is about rigging. So don't blame him. As for Bishop Oyedepo, remember he's a man of God. He will always help. To do what? Pray for them to rig successfully. Is that very funny? But you know what? All these people, we are not supposed to be defending this. These are problems. We are not supposed to be defending them. Right? That's my response. GTBank, maybe Pastor Chris Oyakilome should endorse Showre. I don't see that happening. Sorry. Isaac Omolayo, church and politics are the same, looking for their own interest. Money must come to church through politics. It's a shame. That reminds me, I saw Showre also went to JT Kalejaye. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago now? Showre went to JT Kalejaye. That Buludu, pastor of Redeem. All of them are now doing well. It's okay, but follow your mind. What your mind tell you, say good. Now I make you do. All right. Atiku is better than Buhari, Onyekachi, Uche. If you feel it is better, my argument is follow him based on say he better. Say it will better your life and that of your children. And may God run your life the way Atiku will run Nigeria. That's my prayer. But the question I have is, I hope this comment is not because he went to Oyedepo's church. That's my only word. Don't follow pastors say, all of them are saying different things based on who patronizes them. Now patronage. Alright? From why I say which God? I don't know. God of Oyedepo. Tony Fresh, I will never pay tithes to any kind of fruit whatever offering to these business GOs that are just building their empires. My question is, if their rewards were in heaven, why build empires on earth? Shouldn't you be dreaming about heaven? Yeah? If this world is not your home, according to that hymn, this world is not my home, why are you building mansion on earth, except in different places, dotting everywhere with mansions and buying private jets? Why not put your hope in heaven? It's all fake, not business. Different men of God hearing different things from God about the same subject. Don't you get it? Alright. Say Emmanuel says, me say if I follow you do Fun white say, please, it's not the body of Christ too, but the body of Satan. Oh God, people don't vex. Olufunke Jemilugba say, my brother, they are not God, leave them. Well, while we are leaving them, we need to also liberate people that they have enslaved mentally. That's my job. Fun wise, based on the dead walking, you are crossing national red line. I'm not there. Shegun, well done, my brother. Thank you so much. Lady Viva, say, why are the politicians rubbing shoulders with pastors? It should be the other way around. Why are the pastors allowing the patronage by politicians? That's the question, my brother. Anyway, they are all corrupt in their own ways. You hammered that. Fun way I say, look, we've been pastors, but it's the fools that buy into their prophecies and hail them as demigods. That's exactly the point. Victor Eddie Shegun, send one of these politicians to me. I'm also a pastor. Look for them by yourself. What is the name of your church? They want to see the size of your congregation to patronize you. That is why these pastors maintain big congregation, so that these politicians can see that they have sizable, congregation that come to worship them and listen to them for patronage. The same way they look at the number of followers you have as an influencer to pay you. This is the same thing that the churches are doing with their physical structures. It's not different. Alright? Thanks, brother. Joy. Fun whites. Politicians own the building called church. These buildings will not stand the test of fire. Quote me anywhere. When it is time, they will not stand the test of fire. And I'm not talking about hazard or physical fire, because it is according to the Bible. These structures they are building up and down, Bagada, all those places, Lagos Ibadan Express, they can't stand the test of fire. They can't. It doesn't make them immortal either, but they want to enjoy themselves on earth because they know that they are lying to the people that the reward is in heaven. I shall go, you are freeborn. Freedom of speech is your right, Bamjoshi. They hail me, they push me inside. They push me. I hear you. You are right, Shegun Amodu. Well, I may not be, I'm just saying my own. Lady Viva is a Viva. This article is only coming back to embezzle money and share with Oyedepo. He didn't get enough when he served under Obasanjo. Well, let me quickly respond to that. See, no pastor will, Yoruba will say Kalo Kabo. No pastor will say, will take future consideration. Say, when you become, you. Now, instant, how much the ground? Make we know. First of all, you know why? Because the moment this politicians get there, the moment they step their feet in that position, they hardly remember people they promise anymore. It's not even about pastors. They will promise you jobs, you won't get it. They promise you heaven and earth, you won't get it. Okay, somebody that has already rained dollars in Rivers State wants to come and spend again, wants to outspend the CBN in 2019, and you think, God forbid he gets there. Yes, I said God forbid, and I'm not joking. God forbid if he gets there, if Atiku becomes, Yorubas will say Atiku. If he gets there, sorry, Buboyin, if Atiku gets there by spending all this money, what do you think is his first thing? He wants to recoup all of this money now. Who promise for who? Did you not collect bag of rice? What promise again? You dey mad? That is the way these politicians think now. Don't you get it? I better go. Fun-wise, can they divide? Because if they could, they would know it doesn't make sense. Who? You mean pastors? They are divided already now. Osembajo is in Redeem. He's hearing different things from God. Oyedepo is in Winners, hearing another thing from God, doing his own business. God is telling Oyedepo Atiku. God is telling Adeboye somebody from Redeem. I'm waiting for Lukoya and others. Anyways, they are divided, my sister. And what do all the politicians know our vote counts? That is why they buy the vote with 5K. In fact, as much as 20K. Go and ask Oshun people and the delegates at those primaries. Anyways, I don't want to skip. Olushesi Adeyemi, Nigerians better wake up. These political cabals and religious cabals and traditional rulers are destroying Nigeria's future. My people perish because they lack knowledge. These people can't deliver. Well, you know the Naija, you know the Naija. Now your country, one day you'll be homesick, as you'll be desperate to come back. You wish you were back home. That's why we are all fighting. You think see, if I won't get money, I never go don't get the money tete. Free money day for policy where I don't get access to, but I don't do. I get opportunity to travel abroad too, but I say I go be secondary citizen there. You know if it be like, yeah, you go get opportunity, you go make some, but you go still be slave if you are not careful. We guys build our own country too, so that we will get something to live for our children. Now, why would they do all of these things? We will do. Yes, I'm satisfied with poverty. Make I dey chop my small thing while I dey chop. I dey okay. I'm not begging anybody. If you want support. If you don't want support, God bless you. But what I'm saying is, see, forget all these idea abroad. Concern me. It concern you. Another story for another day. Fun white, their pastors tell them who to vote. That's the point. Amadu Shegun, is difficult to convince Nigerians. Some of us have poor mentality in the head. While it is difficult, it is possible. Alright? What I'm doing here also is a difficult job. Do you know how many people I've talked to today? And I've converted. Only yesterday I did more than 20 people personally on the streets. Talking to them about. I didn't come online yesterday. I was doing physical because I'm tired. I want to touch these people's head, and I'm happy I did as much as I could. Then I agree with you. It may look difficult, but if you are using the right words, you listen to them, you ask them questions, you let them reason. They may not agree with you immediately. They will go back and think and come back the next day and say, bro, that thing we talked that yesterday are not true. Do you know what it's doing? It's simply saying that even though, yes, money influences, but they will get tired. You will make them get fatigued for that money, so much that they want to agree with you that the right mindset is more than money, temporary money, and that is the job. So it may look difficult in the interim, but it's not. Yeah, difficult is not the same thing as impossible. So when something is difficult, it does not automatically mean impossible. So that should be our hope, our strength. That should be our tonic, and we should use it well. Right? Thank you so much, bro. So talk to the next person to you. Talk to people you have. Let them understand that money is not important as orientation. Money cannot buy them future. Because they will feel, if I give you 10K today and I say enjoy yourself, you spend it tonight, it will finish now. But when you have opportunity of somebody that will get into the position and fix the country and make the future better for your children, so that you don't have to be looking for my basic salary is not enough and they have not even paid the salary, and my children want to go to school and the education is expensive. You want to remove all of this headache by not collecting 10,000 naira to buy beer today. Compare it now. You say shekana. Stop using Christ's name. Fun-wise says, well, Christ in me, the hope of glory. I'm a Christian. And I have to also protect the body of Christ that these people want to desecrate. And that is the point. Because even the Bible also already reports that in the end time, there are going to be false prophets. Alright? So those of us who are Christians in the mind and in true practice are not going to allow people desecrate the body of Christ. So we have to expose the shenanigans. That's the job. Alright? Fear not the person who will kill the body, but Almighty God, who is the Alpha and Omega of your soul. So this pastor should stop obnobbing with with politicians, whether corrupt or not. Stay right. If people come to you, pray for them, but that you are following a politician to go and beg another politician to allow him contest and you support him, your body language is symbolic. You are simply telling your followers that you are in line. That's the meaning. I'm not saying don't support Atiku. Some of you on this forum, I know some of you are not commenting, but you are Atiku supporter. I'm not discouraging you. But what I'm simply trying to do here, my job here tonight, is to let you say, come. If your reason for supporting Atiku is because you feel you will deliver the right future for your children, it means your lot. But don't say it is because you are sinning with your pastor. That's what I'm saying. Because if tomorrow you're not seeing another politician with, or you see the same politician with Adeboye, or another politician with Adeboye, okay, Atiku goes to Oyedepo today. Buhari goes to Adeboye with Osinbajo tomorrow. How does it confuse you or convince you of who is God talking to you about? That is what I'm saying. That's my role. So we mention Christ because these people are somehow claiming to be representing Christ and falsifying the body of it. That is my job here. So I'm a Christian, alright? Don't Vesa say which party are you supporting? I'm not supporting any party as I speak with you right now. But I'm saying whether it is Atiku you want to support to, whether it is Buhari you want to support to, whether it is all these new politicians you want to support to, or this new religious activist and former banker, or Madam due process you want to support. Let it be that you decided from your own mind, based on conviction, that this person convinced me that I can deliver. Yes. Not that because you see him with your pastor. It's a lazy way to think. A very lazy way to think. Because your pastor himself is a lazy, person who cannot work. It's just depending on the crowd he gathers to use you as leverage or as collateral to negotiate with who is coming to pay big money to patronize me. So don't make yourself a collateral to pastors to be using you to negotiate. Don't make yourself a collateral for pastors to be using you among crowd. Say we have this crowd. If we say they do it. They are using you as collateral to negotiate. Pastors use their congregation, their crowd, as collateral to negotiate. So if you want to vote anybody, support them based on you are convinced that they will work, not on the basis of because you are seeing them with your pastor. It's a very lazy way to think. Alright. But Joshi Shegun, you are highly intelligent. I'm not claiming intelligence. I'm just doing my bit. Fun White. Religion is ingrained problem also. It is the main problem in fact. Right? Lady Viva, Femi Falana said it, that all these churches are business centers. That's what they are. Nothing more. Olushesi Adeyemi, leave them now, pastors will pay their leave them now. Pastors will pay their bills and pay their children fees now. They are brainwashed. Pastor that creates schools that the members see. Any school created by church, as I used to know them, is called missionary school. Hello. Any school created by a church is supposed to be what you call missionary school, and their objective is to help poor members, children of poor members of the church who cannot afford school fees, to rub shoulder with those that can afford it by giving them a leverage. That is the meaning or the aim of missionary school. All of these shenanigans, all of these people, once they are now deceiving you and using you as collateral to collect money from politicians, using the crowd of their congregation to collect money, to negotiate money from politicians. All of them, they enjoyed missionary school in their time. They now grew up, created mansions that poor people who have not eaten are coming inside to worship, and are now using their money to build it and to build missionary schools. And it is now the most expensive. And let me even give you this scoop. Schools created by churches with their high fees that people were saying they could, children of the rich say they could afford, are the ones who encourage government to start increasing school fees too. They said you are paying so amount of millions in covenants, you are paying so amount of millions in Redeemers University. You should definitely be able to afford how much now in public. They are the ones encouraging government to increase school fees too. Look at them, they are together now. You don't see they see them for pictures. Then they did together, they gist now. They say they will pay. Education should not be free. Do you understand it? When the former president of Obasanjo, that Oyedepo and your article now are joining together to go and meet, when he was president, it was under him that ASU had strike the most. And that was the period he went to build the Bells University to compete with public institutions he swore oath to protect. And you are still following them. You need brain surgery if you are doing that too. Anyways. Amadu say, God bless you. Oyedepo is my pastor in Winners. How can Oyedepo join article? I wonder why they are doing all of this. Now money now into business. What do you expect? Tunji Akintondi, they are all scammers, Yahoo pastors. What is Bishop whatever doing among their midst? Now business now. What else? Fun White, the people are the problem. Pastor is tapping into their needs and greed too by putting them in bigger bondage. I'm telling you. Let me wait for this to reconnect. I think we're back, right? Temitope says, is Oyedepo a prophet? Is he not a bishop? What did he see again? You see article for a dream now. I beg your pardon. I joke sometimes. I'm sorry. Alright, I don't know why this is showing red, meaning that I hope I'm connected again. I'm running out of bandwidth. Can you see now? My bandwidth is running out. I'm a poor man. I wish I have a church. Anyways, let's continue. Amodu, me, I'm a winners member. Even though Oyedepo himself can't tell me to vote Atiku, because I'm not there to serve pastor. Somehow, many people have the tendency to follow. The prodigy say they gather to loot and tell their members this Sunday to fast and pray for 3 days. And do you know what? At the time they are declaring the fast, they run abroad to go and be eating hamburger and come back when the fast is about to round off after about 30 days, or if it is 7 days or 14 days, they will come back and pray for the mumu that are fasting. But just she already didn't go to Kalejayo like the Oyedepo Atiku. But I saw a picture of Shore and Kalejayo now. I'm not saying it is wrong. I'm only saying a bishop following a politician to go and beg another politician to allow him and to support him is the height of it. That's what I'm saying. In season of politics, everybody will visit, even Babalawo. Let them visit. And near the Ralph, say everyone comes to social media to say all sorts. Okay? What I say to people like you is, let's see or hear from your former bosses and your past work records. People with credible integrity don't level. Well, I don't get your point. But what I know is that if you want to hear from my former bosses, let me give you my CV. I worked at Indomie, the United Food Industries Limited, the factory in Ota. I was 17 years old at the time. I was the youngest employee. I worked only 1 year and resigned to go to school. I worked only 1 year to save money to be able to go to school. I taught at schools, secondary schools. Some of them are no longer in existence because after I left, I don't know how they were not able to find ways to manage it because I had to go to school. While I was also in school, I first went to Lagos State Polytechnic to study business administration. While I was there, I was also teaching to raise money for myself to be able to sustain myself at school. Then I joined the media to do some freelance. So ask anybody about me, all right? See, if I wanted to make money, I've had plenty of opportunities to make money, but I shunned them. And do you think, as I'm speaking with you right now, some blogs that are not even up to what I'm doing are not getting money to either be articulated or... Do you think I don't know what I'm doing? Yeah, I know. It's not money, it's orientation. That's what you'll be left with after you finish spending the money. Babjoshi, I believe they just fortunately meet at a meeting. I don't know who you're talking about though. And near the Ralph say, so much comments rushed in. Sorry, let me locate where that skipped. Okay, I think so much here. I'll have to rush through. No time. Let me rush. So many comments. How come? You people will not kill me. Okay, I think I've located okay. Let me see. Shegun, okay, I think I read all of these ones before. Okay, I read all of this. Is Oyedepo a prophet? Is not okay. They are not heaven bound. Okay, I read all of that before. Okay, I think this is where I stopped before the comments skipped and jumped. Such mindless, non-issue based criticism, well, it's fine. Do you know I'm also open to criticism and bashing? So when I bash you or your pastor too, you have to understand it's mutual bashing. But just use your sense when you are saying your thing. If you bash me based on if you bash me logically and I see sense in what you're doing, I'll take it. But if I don't see sense in it, you're only a slave of your pastor. Okay? Adex Bell say, we know you support Shore, so don't pretend here, okay? You better watch your mouth so you won't end in hellfire, Shegun. Adex Bell, the hellfire you created, or the one Oyedepo created, or the one of Atiku, or the one you are already in by being mental slave. I'm not abusing you, but you use hellfire, so it's back to you, eh? It's your thing. It's not my own. As you come on, like Shegun, they make me laugh with jokes. I'm just like Jari. I can joke sometimes. I joke too much. All these AAC people now, they don't be like Pete Osas. My guy, I'm not going to defend any pastor, any politician. Remember, it's not good to judge. But before you start talking, do you reason or the details of their meeting? Or don't worry, you get the details later. Okay, you get it. Don't worry. But Joshi, imagine a 10,000 seater church was a hospital. Christ will be there healing the sick. God bless you. Oh, this is sensible comments tonight, Bam Joshi. Let me also take it this way. Imagine that place is a company or a factory employing 20,000 people. Who will be praying about employment or unemployment in the country now? But because you know that you are not required to buy raw materials every time, you are not required to employ 20,000 people and be paying them salaries. You are not required to be doing conversion into finished good. You are not required to distribute these goods and sell before you make profits, or even talk about break even before profit. You are not required to also pay tax alone. Choose between creating a church and creating a business now, considering these expenses. So church is free money. Factory, you incur all these overheads, and your profit will be little if you make it in this country that there is no electricity. So what do you think? That's the way it is. Alright? We don't reach one point where we say we know they even fear about death again, because the country don't even die already. So why fear? Talk it as it be. The prodigy, Peter Osas, now going to kill you. No, please, let's not do that here, please. Leave him. He created hellfire, and he didn't create it for me. So please, don't attack anybody, and allow everybody freedom of expression, please. Fun White, looking at the comments alone makes you know the level of people's mindset. It's just like their pastors. They start talking about you going to hell because you're bold enough to speak the truth in life. Let me tell you, even their own pastors has no guarantee of making heaven as I speak with you. If what is in the Bible is what to go about, their pastors don't have guarantee of making heaven. And in a senseless person too, who cannot discern that his pastor does not even merit heaven, where do you think he's going? So that's why I said the hell they are creating is not from, it cannot be for me. It's common sense, it's very clear now. And if I'm going to go to hell, is it your body I'm carrying to hell? It's not. So what is your problem? And if I'm going to heaven too, it is not you that will determine it. You that you are trying to judge me for heaven or hell, condemn me for hell, or qualify me for heaven, do you know your own lot? So all of those things, those things where they take catch you, no be for me. Now you they take and catch. They know they catch me. Me I don't free. Tete. Now you see the bondage. The prodigy. If Shure is serious, this election is easy for him to win. Let Atiku and Buhari fight, and a pit vote in the north. Shure would. Is it only Shure that is in this election? I'm talking about, there's Ezekwesili, who I talked about the last time I came online. There's Tokefaswa, who even was the first person to start a party before others came up. There's Fela Drotoye / Ashim, because the leg of the two of them, they shake now for their ANN. Don't mind me, I joke too much. Moses Albi, I recognize you. Don Vesa, Shegun, if you get opportunity to be president of Nigeria, will you be capable to lead the country? At least I know that I will be better than what we have now. That one is very sure. I know. So I could do better past the one we will get now. Be sure about that one. Stephen Yakubu, wow, Shege, nice to see you. It's been a while. Thank you so much. Fun wise say money will finish and is the root of all evil. And with you, 100%. Yes, money is the root of all evil, according to the Bible. But money is what the pastors like the most. So pastors are the roots of all evils. Mark me, quote me. Stephen Yakubu, what's going on? Yeah, we're discussing Atiku, Oyedepo, and Obasanjo in their political party today. Their political reunion. John Michael, Mr. Shegun, what did you eat tonight? Please tell all the fake pastors to stop all their rubbish. I have not eaten, no. I'm not even. If I'm even looking to round off quickly, whether I can see any beer parlor that has, all this one more and meat. Let me just chew and go to bed. Because this country, I don't tire. I don't get why if we go cook for me. Robert, all the pastors are thieves. Thieves pastors in Nigeria. Now so we say I'm Shego belong to the AC period. Now you put me. Can't thief me now. Onyeka. Peter Osas Jari. Imagine when you are photography with article tomorrow for just an interview, but later people start saying you are a sellout. How will you feel? Please don't judge. Can you tell us the details of their meeting? Your pastor should tell you on Sunday the details of their meeting. Your pastor or Oyedepo should tell you the details of that meeting, not me. I'm not going to tell you. Shehu, nice job. God is your strength. God be my Muslim, my brother. Robert. John Michael. Oh God. All your weapon fashion against me tonight will not prosper. Titi Ogunjimi, you are right, Shegun. This is how they have been doing to confuse and manipulate people. Yes, I agree with you. Eddie Lord, 2019 is not going to be free and fair. She raised a threat to the cabals, so Barry will prefer to give power to Atiku. But of same feather flew together. I'm a Nigerian in diaspora. Okay. Then I told Shegun the vex. I like the rant though. It's a necessary in Zulizu voice. It is unnecessary. Okay, I get you now. It is unnecessary. Okay, I get you. But I'm just Pastor Shegun. Can I attend your church? Let's start one. Let's start an online church. But you go pay offering, you know. That's the most important in church, you pay offering. Robert said, Titi Ogunjimi, I've always said it, Nigerians are torn between the political cabal and religious cabal. The prodigy, even Fayose said if he had won the election, he would build a very big church. You see? To do what? All of them are thieves, period. That's according to Suleiman Olabanji. I didn't say it. Robert, all the pastors, okay. I'm sure there is a live show, so everybody can read what all of you are saying. And make it not be like saying, me, the talker. Fun white, pastors are thieves all over the world, not just Nigeria. The people are lazy to have a relationship with the Creator. We can set them free. So they build bigger buildings to contain lukewarm people. So why should anybody be lukewarm now? Why should you choose to be lukewarm? Ajibola, Bamjoshi, Apostle Solomon used his church number to prevent arrests when he did at Fayoshe's house. If people are getting the point, his number, they are using the number of congregation they have as collateral. That's what they are doing. Olamon Urudin, yes, back to our live chat with the great Shegun, true with our income president, the one and only. See, let me say this to you people. If you are supporting Droto, if you win, what post will you give me? If you are supporting Mohalu, if Mohalu wins, what post will you give me? If you are supporting Shore, if he wins, what post will you give me? If you are supporting Madam Due Process, Obi Ezekwesili, if she wins, what post will you recommend that she should give me? Those are my questions. What do you think fits me? Yeah? What do you think? Look me well. I'm just joking. Right. Ajibola Titi Ogunjimi, what will it take to free the minds of the brains of Nigeria? Who will break this chain? All of us. I do my bit. Do your own. Share this video. Do your own. Talk to people one-on-one. We know if you see the video because they don't get data. At least you don't get the orientation. Say now scam. All these churches be where they divide the body of Christ so they hear different things for different politicians and to they collect money using their congregation as collateral. You don't hear them. You too. Speak to people. Liberate them. As you don't they liberate others. Now how we go do and be that one by one, grain by grain will make a loaf. Stone upon stone will make a palace. That's the way to go. Alright? Ajibola, thanks Robert, my brother. We have to take it back, okay? Lady Viva, all these leaders with analog thinking brains should go and retire, please. GT Ogunjimi, but note that these people will not retire if you don't force them out. Very important. Look at the pictures of these devilish men that have held Nigeria backward for years. Robert says, yes, Ajibola is the name of typographical. Ajibola says, what is Oyedepo doing to Tori Olorun? Business, no, Nike. Fun White says, those who keep saying Showre 2019, are you helping with money or canvassing? No point sitting here playing with as keyboard warriors. God bless you. I've not even seen Draw to 8 people here recently. I've not seen more Halu people here recently. Yeah. Okay, let's go on. Something it skipped again. The moment I'm closing to the I'm closing to the most recent. All that ones just pop up and jump. I just keep, so I have to find a way to make sure that I don't skip comments like this. Okay, I think I've located again. My brother. Okay, yes. Someone is okay. John Michael says they are all hypocritical. All their pastors. Here's what the Bible said about fake pastors and prophets. Ezekiel 13 verse 1, and you read downwards. This one, our Bible scholar, Shay. Lady Viva, yes, reduce your blood pressure. We are supporting Sheurebia GoFundMe. Okay, you are responding to somebody who says you should support. Ajibola, my brother is Ajegunle says they don't know AAC. That's your party issue. They should go and work. Info Grace, thanks so much, brother, for the great work you're doing. Our youth have lost themselves to criminal politicians and accomplished pastors. Robert, this is our time, okay? Info Grace, campaign never starts, my people. If you love your country, tell people about your party. Mosisabi, I feel Jerry making sense. Bam Dele Adiola, Bell, you are here again. Adex, you are here again, okay? John Michael. Shegun, tell the person back to sender. Damn, I know they waste my time about this ones. People create, see, like I told people that people create, God, sorry, it's not blasphemy. I believe in God. I'm not reached a stage in life where I will say there's no God. I believe so much in God. Because I believe there are some forces behind the control of our lives when we are asleep or unconscious. And they bring us back. So I believe so much in God. But listen to this. People create their own gods. It is not the other way around. God did not create people. People create God. How? Some people will just pick a stick and use it to, or a biro and use it to represent the presence of God. That person imaginarily is creating something to represent God. So people create God, and this is not the other way around. Similarly, your concept or idea of heaven or hell is your creation. And I always tell people there's difference between fact and belief. Fact is something you have conclusive evidence of. For instance, this is a pen. This is a fact. It's a pen. It's different from belief. Belief is something you don't have evidence of, but you accept it as you are told. For instance, we are told there's heaven and hell. Have you been there? It's not a fact. It's a belief. And don't have a problem with belief. Believe it at your own terms. It's your term. It's not my own. Heaven and hell is belief. It's not fact. For it to become fact, you have to present the evidence. Give us the address, location, and all of that. Now, don't tell me the imaginary and when you die you get there. Give me the fact if you have it. So I'm not saying I don't believe in afterlife. I'm only saying there's difference between what we believe and what is fact. Those that go to school will understand. Or I mean school, no, not people who claim say they go school, but they collect degree, but they no can't get people that went to school who are scholars who understand this. Believe you don't have evidence, but you accept it that it should be like that. Fact, you have the evidence, and all of us can see that this is it. So if heaven and earth truly exists, and you don't have the facts, and you are saying for me to make heaven, it has to be by your own judgment of whether I go to church. If Jesus were around, which church will he attend? If Jesus were around today, which of these divided denominations making money will he attend? Number one question. Number two, what about those that are Muslims? God will put all of them in hellfire, because according to you, whoever does not accept Jesus as Lord and Savior will not make heaven. Anyway, I don't want to be preaching because that's not my mission here today. So let's leave it. Is your belief. And belief is personal. Their pastors twisting the word of God for money is their business. Shegun, waiting this up now. We just discuss what happened today. But I'm just she. Dino said if you tell the truth you die. If you don't tell the truth you die. Tell the truth and die. That one Arabu house and I just there's something called confabulation and pontification. What stating the obvious to confuse people to get acceptance is the quote is correct, but the person you are accrediting it to is just a rabble rouser. Easy, I did diaspora, no matter what country, my blood the boil. Why do you think I the boil to my brother? I the boils. Nigerian worshippers the complicit. Did they complicate matter? Yes. Read about the complicit omission and or commission of the churches concerning the third reich. Third reich, yeah. Victor, don't worry. Money is not the root of evil, but the love of money is the root of evil. Oh. Common money, full love. Will love be root of evil? Nah. The love of money. What are pastors doing? Love of money. So they are evil. If you like, put it like this or like that. We will arrive at the same thing. Now, the equation is almighty formula. Alright. Freddy Worldwide. That Oyedepo, what we even do to themselves. Well, now God sabi. I just finished listening to my president. Hope you're doing well. I am, and you, IBK. Michael, I wonder why most of our celebrities didn't come out to contest for Senate or other posts. They would have made any impact big time. People like Two-Face and others, my brother, they are looking for money. They are looking for what? Money. So now people, when they pay them, they go out to go meet and support celebrities. I don't want to say the other thing. Alasa Friday, Mr. Shegun, if you're a pastor, can you do what this so-called man of God did? I'm even already thinking of starting a church so I can teach them how to be pastors and not all this gallivanting with politicians up and down. Topic for another day. Victor, Minister of Information. Oh, if okay, let me listen. Moyebukun. Typical Nigerian looking for posts. I'm talking to you, Shegun. They will give you good governance. Is that commissioner or minister? Okay, I think there must have been many comments after, because it's a long time already I talked about this post. Alasa AAC will give you chief security. Where the body won't take this security. Funny man. Stephen, Minister of Information. Yo. Robert, money from the students. Oladimeji. Oladimeji. Oladimeji, okay. Alright. Shegun, you don't need any post at all. What is Nigeria? We want Nigeria that work for. I agree with you. That is a sincere comment. Shegun, if you're rebels, I will recommend you for Minister of Information, unlike Lai Mohammed we have now. I know you will not lie. I don't go lie you. And I'm not sure I go take for that job. I'm not sure I will last in that job, because if I'm telling truth too much, it may be affecting the administration too. She'll say, guy, I did, what's up? Dorcas Adeoye. Shegun Shore said tonight that fella is meeting him tomorrow. Well, I want to hope that it turns out to be a good meeting. Right? I want to hope that it turns out a good meeting. Robert, that's a high level of stealing with the name of God. Funny. Daudu, I want to bring them from Shore's page. Oh, okay, I see. Well done. Thank you for your good works. Posterity will count you among those who liberated this generation. Don't worry about what fanatics and their pastors say. They are not even sure of heaven themselves. They know they go. If heaven is meant for, according to what Bible say, the righteous, those ones go. Momo no they make heaven, no. Because even the Bible itself says the kingdom of heaven suffering violence right from the day of John the Baptist, and it is only the violent that take it by force. So all this one we they do yes for pastor they take them chop on, and I don't want to make heaven. Forget to. Robert, they create mammon god. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. Well done, nice job. Thank you, Louis Diayola, Peter Dewi, Bosun, Peter Dewi, you welcome. Bosun Adebanjo Shegun, tell that person that says his brother is in Ajegunle, does not know about AAC, is not active. AAC is well established in Ajegunle. His brother needs to join the party. Okay. I think I'm going to have to round up very soon because I'm running, my PC battery is running down. I'm running out of battery. I'm not supposed. Yoruba says Agba Iro Adie Lowo Agba Oroma Adie Lowo Ikuyu men. Only one Jekun Lo Sori Akitan. This guy is fighting for those so-called Jews have been brand what manipulated, calling them daddy. Well, I understand you. Yeah, and I'm sure everybody can too. Oludari Ishola is just so-called or still be past talking about Atiku and Buhari as a candidate for elective post in Nigeria. But some Shegun, I enjoy you. I listen to you while driving home. As for those pastors deceiving people via politics, their time is almost up. The talk about hellfire also applies to pastors. Pastors are not the gatekeepers of heaven or hell. They don't know where they are going themselves. In fact, most of these pastors, for sure, quote me, are going to hell. That all these pastors, most of them, that if it exists, so they are going there. If heaven exists, these ones are not going because they're already having their own heaven on earth by making people poorer and enriching themselves. They are sure bound for hell if it exists. Check what your view towards Eunice and Cup of Sorrow. I think we discussed Eunice and CUPP already. Let's wait and see how it turns out. I don't like taking positions on people's aspirations, right? Especially these young ones that we have not seen them in position before. If it were somebody we have seen in position before, like all this article, Buhari and Co, I can talk because we have seen their performance, so I can already tell you what you already know yourself. I'll only run a commentary on it, analyze it, dissect it, and let you see this is it, this is it. Okay? UG Money Records. Do you know Devil and Life are the same spelled? Okay. Devil and lived are the same spelled backward. And evil. What you mean is evil and life are spelled backwards. And evil is, okay, I get you now. Black people need to wake up, exactly. Fun White says, really? So what? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running out of PC battery, and I'm gonna have to just close here. Those of you asking to support, I broke and I get many things to do. I want this stream to be happening simultaneously also on Facebook because we can reach more people. In fact, what I'm thinking is very soon we might have to be alternating it. One day I'll do YouTube, the other day I'll do Facebook, the other day I'll do YouTube, the other. So please head over to our Facebook page, same name, Object TV Media, and like it because I may not be running this show next time, maybe tomorrow, another day. It may not be on YouTube, it may be on Facebook because the Facebook page has been idle since I started this live show because I'm not able to do both simultaneously. I still need more gadgets to be able to do the simultaneous, but I don't have the financial way with it. You know, I'm not collecting offering from all of you that are on this show. If I were to be collecting offering from all of you that are on this show now, it would make sense. If I say offering time, you know, go answer me. If I say your tithe, you know, go answer me. Even first fruits, and I know they pay. Take your time. So those of you that want to support, please, I appreciate it. The account is in the video description. I'll be happy to hear from you. I need a whole lot of things to get this show reaching more people so that we can orientate our small people. I know how to reach more people, but I need resources to do that. If you have 1 million naira you are not using, I should repeat it, send it. If you have 100,000 naira you are not using, send it. If you have 10,000 you are not using, if you have 20,000, 50,000 you are not using, send it. It will go a long way because we are in the business of reorientating people that they will see free money, but the orientation will overwhelm them and they will not be able to follow the money but the orientation. But we need resources to capture people and spread this orientation to them. So if you have 1 million you are not using, it's a long way, it's a milestone. If you have 5 million you are not using, send it, is a milestone. If you have 100,000 you're not using, send is a milestone. If you have 50 you're not using, if you have 20 you're not using, I appreciate you. Those of you that sent money in the past, I appreciate all of you. You are the reason I'm still able to find some little resources to keep going for now. I appreciate all of you. The account is in the video description of this live broadcast. So I appreciate all of you. Until I come your way again, please keep talking about things that matter. And my name is Shegun Olo. I'll see you tomorrow. Sayonara. God bless you. Bye bye. Oh, just before I go, if you are still online, please listen to this announcement. I just remembered now that Monday the 15th of this month is when celebration will be kickstarting for 2018, and I don't know why these people called me to ask for a contact of celebration organizing committee, called me for contact of this young presidential aspirant, and I supplied them, but I saw only this. I don't know why they have omitted others. That Shore is one of those that will be speaking, but don't see it as Shore is the only person that will be speaking at the event. Others will also be there. Fela Dotoi, I learned, also confirmed, because I called them to ask, is it only Shore, because it's only Shore graphics I saw. And they said, oh, that's also confirmed. Even Dr. Obi Ezekwesili also confirmed. So we are expecting all of them to come and speak on the day at the Fela concert. I mean, Felabration, the Fela debate, they call it. So this is the graphic, the only one I've seen so far from one of them at Felabration Organizing Committee. I don't know, because I asked for that of the rest, and I'm supposed to share for everybody. So, but I can't share this alone, but I just have to use this to represent on the live show that this will be happening on 15th at Neka House in Alausa. Alausa is called, not Alausa, Alausa Ikeja. Neka House, if you know it. But for more information, you can check www.felabration.net. What other announcement is there for me to share before I leave? Okay, that's it for now. So that you don't think I'm here to advertise a candidate. All of them are going to be there, but that is the only graphic I've seen so far from the Felabration Organizing Committee. I may not be there, but if I'm able to, I'll check in at the venue. I appreciate all of you once again. Don't forget, it's important to it's important to send money, send money, send money. Your 2 kobo, 5 kobo, 10 kobo na money. If all of you na gather them, offering time. In fact, offering time. Somebody should give us song. Abraham, blessings are mine. Hallelujah. Abraham, blessings are mine. I am money. Alright, so send something if you have. God will continue to bless you. We need to take this country further. We need to take it forward from where it is. It's been stuck in the past, and we need to take this country to El Dorado. So we need resources. Please, if you have, the account number is in the video description of this live video. Please do something so that we can take this further. I know what to do, but I don't have resources to reach more people that you think are not getting this message. All of them will get it, but we don't have resources. If I have, I will do better. Please. The account number again is in the video description. God bless you as you do. I'm going to see you again, and until then, keep talking about things that matter. I'll see you again.